Hello, I'm going talking about some questions. If you did have enough money to get the bus home, what would you do? And if you could be famous, what would you like to be famous for? And the other question is, if you had won the Baloto last Saturday, what would you have done with the money? And what would have been different about your life if you had grown up in another city? The other question is, what would you have studied if you had studied for your career? And if you had been your country's president for the past 10 years, would you have done anything differently? And the first, if I did have enough money to get the bus home, what would you do? And my answer is, if I did have enough money to get the bus home, I would ride my bicycle and I go through Ciclovia and visited a lot of places who I don't know for see different cultures and gastronomy we have in the country. And the second, if I could be famous, what would you like to be famous for? And my answer is, if I could be famous, I would like to be famous for playing drums and be a musician, an artist and writer, and I would like help homeless people and change their lives, and I would like we got a job to could life better. And the next question is, if I had won the Baloto last Saturday, what would you have done with the money? If I had won the Baloto last Saturday, I would build a house for life with all my family, and I would donate for philanthropic cause, and I use for financing my artist career and make music for be famous. And the next is, what would have been different about your life if you had grown up in another city? And my answer is, if I have grown up in another country, I would have different friends and I like it other things and I watch other sports. I gonna be player here. And I would have a farm with a lot animals. The next question is, what would you have studied if you had studied your career? And my answer is, if I haven't studied my career, I would like have studied music and play the drums around of the world and know other musicians for doing a band and record their songs and be famous. And finally, answer is, if you had been your country's president for past 10 years, would you have done anything differently? And my answer is, if I have been the president of the country for past 10 years, I would have done something different because I would build schools and hospital and I don't rob it the people money, and my practice is cares the people, and I will build more touristic place. Thanks.